5 already.
Yeah.
Yep. Hello, hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
A very happy Teachers' Day. Everybody and all the educators around basically from India. So, and that is after a huge, after a long time, we are now we are all set to start and to launch our GEG Lucknow. So that's a great, moment for us. It's because of, it's a 2 month, wait, and that's really, wonderful. So let's see, what we are going to do today, and let's have the beginning. And first of all, we will have the introduction of all our guests and speakers. So I will be, just calling one by one, and each of us will be pop up for a while, and then we will begin the, with the agenda, and then we will, Okay, so yes, we have. Hello.
Good morning.
Hi, Jessica.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Everyone, good evening.
Yes, good evening, good morning.
Congratulations, Tariq sir and Imtiaz sir, for launching.
Thank you so
GEG
much, sir.
Lucknow. Hi,
And
Nat.
thank you
Hi,
so
Rishma.
much for joining us.
Hi.
Thanks a lot, sir. Glad to join. So, those who are joining from various parts of India, first of all, a very warm welcome to each and everyone, and of course, our eminent guest of the day. We have decided this day because in India, this day is celebrated as Teachers' Day on commemorating the birth anniversary of Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, the first Vice President of India as well as the second President of India. So we thought that this is the most auspicious day because he thought teachers are the one who shapes the world. We are the one who strengthen the country and make the future of the country bright. So remembering him, here we are on the launch of GEG Lucknow. Imtiaz sir, over to you.
Yeah. Thank you, Tariq sir. And this is, just few of the images we have taken to showcase that we are, GEG Lucknow. So yes, and basically it is not, any placed base. It is all, around the globe. But we have the, for some particular location. So yes, we are for the GEG Lucknow, right? And then
Imtiaz sir, sorry to interrupt you. Are you showing some pictures or something?
yeah, I was presenting.
So you just need
yeah,
to share the screen. I think yeah.
Yes.
And I've done that so many times. It just happens.
I still do that.
Right? Yep.
And
It doesn't
basically,
matter
this
how
is
many
also our
times you do
first
it.
time.
Yeah, that's the wonderful thing about being teachers. We know that, hey, sometimes things aren't always going to go the right way.
Okay, hope it is visible now. Tariq sir, please present from your side if some problems are there.
Okay, no issues. I can present.
I have even done a 10-minute presentation without going live, so don't worry.
So
We all do
this is the lesson to everybody watching. When
And
you
that's the concept of this community, that we are learning from each other, not only the the how to teach and what are the technology we are going to use in the classroom, but apart from the classroom, what technology we are using. We have lots of technology, so how we are using. So we are learning from each other.
Yeah, and so keep in mind, folks, sometimes maybe a presenter is giving a presentation and it seems like they should be showing their slides. Then just tell them, unmute and say, oh, we can't see your slides. Now, we can see your slides now, but it helps the presenter if you let us know, like, can't see your slides, and then we can move on.
Wonderful. Now this is fine. Yes. Thank you, Tariq sir.
Really creative slides here.
Yeah.
Thank you. So let's go to the next slide, and we will be introducing our today's guests and speakers, so who are the eminent guests for us. Mr. Nathan Gildart, he is between us. Thank you, Nathan, for joining us, for your time. As from your busy schedule, you have taken out the time to join us. Miss Reshma Honep, most of you already know her, and she is one of the, what to say about her. She has always guided, supported in each and every step wherever we required. I think Mr. Gary is right now, has not joined, but let's wait for him if he will be
We have
joining.
Dr. Vishal Waria,
Yes.
Google certified trainer, founder of Rosary Foundation, leader of GEG Ahmedabad and Gujarat, India. Along with Jessica Reed, Google innovator, Google for Education trainer, and Nearpod pioneer. Vibha has not joined till now. She's facing some storm issues.
Again,
So,
network.
and network, sometimes they give us
Yeah,
lots
it
of.
happens that there is no control over it.
So let's move as per our plan.
And
And
we have one more guest with us, Dr. Narjeet Kaur. She will be joining in a couple of minutes. So these are today's guests, and you will be getting introduction of each of them individually during this session.
okay, so if all the presenters, our guests allowed us, so can we officially launch
Launch our
most
today's event.
event? Dear speakers, allow us to launch.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Please.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
Just
A small slide.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
So these two are the leaders, which is one is me and one is Mr. Tariq, and we both are running this as co-leading to each other and running this GEG Lucknow. And thank you so much once again, everybody, for joining us, for your time. And we hope that you will be getting all the questions answered. And in case in between, if you need any help from us in this during this session, or any question which you need the answer from us, please post on the chat, through the chat, right? So let's move to the next part of the today's event, Mr. Tariq.
Tariq, let us hide the comment so that we can see the full screen.
Yes, just hide the comment so that we can see.
Yeah.
The
So,
comment.
what are the agendas of today? Today, we'll be following our plan as per our agenda. Very first, we'll be introducing you what is GEG. Then after, we'll be talking about why we have formed this GEG Lucknow, what is our mission. Then after, we'll be talking about PLN and its benefit. We'll be talking about Google certification level 1 and level 2. As per Google, there are various certification examination which you means go undertake it. Then you really get boost up. You acquire lots of knowledge and the area where you can use these tools in your learning and teaching methodologies. Thereafter, there is trainer certification program under Google. We'll be talking about that. Innovator program, coach certification program, GEG APAC mission. There are various countries that come under this GEG APAC. If we talk about India, Bangladesh, Thailand, Philippines, Japan, there are various countries coming under APAC that is known as GEG APAC. We'll be talking about what is GEG APAC and what it is mission. And after we'll be talking about Google Workspace tools, what are the various tools that Google has provided us for our education. And lastly, the most important, we'll be getting trained with one of the tools of Google Workspace. So these are the agendas of today. Imtiaz sir, over to you.
Yeah, sorry to intervene, Tariq sir. Can you please just hide this comment? Happy Teachers Day to educators here. This is highlighted there so that everybody can see the full screen.
Actually, then I need to. Just a second.
Yes.
Oh.
Here it is. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
I think one more is I can see.
One more are there?
This is only
GEG
GEG
Lucknow.
Lucknow launch.
You can reduce the size.
Yes.
I am removing it.
Yeah, that great.
You already launched them.
Yeah, we have already launched. True. Okay.
Okay. So hope it is fine now.
Yeah. Please go to the slide.
Yes,
Okay.
it's clear.
Oh, wonderful. So agenda we done, and now we are moving to the next part. That means the first, and what is GEG Lucknow mission? So first of all, you will be introduced what is GEG, right? So the introduction about the GEG by Mr. Tariq Masood. He is going to tell you a little bit about GEG, and then you will get to learn a lot of this through this session. So yeah, Tariq sir. Yeah.
Thank you, Imtiaz sir. So what is basically GEG? There might be many educators who have joined us from various parts of India and around the world. And there might be a question, actually, what is GEG? So GEG is a group of educators that bring local educators together or in person and online to provide a forum to share, collaborate, and support each other in using technology in impactful ways with the student. As dear educators, we know that this was the time during pandemic where many questions were there in our mind, what to do, how to do. Went from directly chalk and duster, we transformed ourselves to pen tablets and laptops. So GEG helps to all the educators to transform themselves where educators from various platforms share their knowledge to strengthen, to empower the educators. GEG has four pillars under which we work the educators around the globe, the local around educators, they help together. So, what are the four pillars of GEG on which this GEG stands for? Let us understand that. So, the four pillars of GEG are learn, share, inspire, and empower. What these four terms means, this itself is a word if we see. Learn means as an educator, we need to be continuous learner. If our learning is stopped, surely we cannot help our learners in a better form. So to tackle the needs of our learner, we need to continuously groom ourselves. And for that, we need to continuously learn. As in 1 year, we can only assume how much transformation we have gained, isn't it? So when we learn, we know very well that there are many educators who need whatever we have learned. So as an educator, it's our duty to share what we learn. So under sharing, we share our knowledge, our expertise to all the educators around the globe. And one thing very important, that these sharing, these learning, we do free of cost. There is no charge for it. Complete free of cost trainings are given under the banner of GEG. Now, when you are sharing the knowledge, it is very obvious that the educators will get inspired, they will attain the knowledge and help the other educators around them to get empowered. So, these learning, sharing, inspiration, overall, what it does, it empowers our educator. They feel confident, and when they feel confident, they impart teaching in a fruitful way. This is the complete four pillars of GEG. So, Imtiaz sir, over to you.
Yeah. Thank you. So most of the things Mr. Tariq have already mentioned here that what is GEG. Now what is GEG Lucknow mission? So we are not separate. We are also the part of GEGs, but we have just separated to make it more more accurate that what exactly we are going to do. So the first, like you have already heard, that empower. So empower educators to use Google tools effectively in their classroom. Now, as we in the beginning, we have learned that we are learning from each other. So this is what empower educators to use Google tools. So there are so many tools, but everybody don't know how to use them very in a very well manner, right? So we learn from each other. So the same thing we are planning to share with the other people, with the other educators around the world, so that everybody can try to implement, try to use the technology to make the technology and the teaching and more effective in the classroom, so that student, because this is the era when most of the students, like, we can't deny that students shouldn't use the mobile phone or shouldn't use the technology. This is the time of them. We can't deny with this, and we cannot run away from this. So we will have to implement it. So why not to use their skills of using the technology, how much they know, to their learning? And when we are using their skills to their learning, I hope that become, and we believe that this become more easy to them and more impactful to them. So this is empower to educators, first of all. So second, we give opportunities to educators to enhance their teaching. So like you, all the educators, everybody have some of the skill, but you don't have the platform to explore and to show off your skills to the world, right? And so that is the way that DEG is the platform where you will be getting the opportunities to explore, to showcase your skills to the world, and then you start learning. So that, because it is saying that till we don't do something, we can't be very much sure that we are confident. Nobody's perfect, because so this is the way how do we do. And the third is providing a platform for community interaction. So community interaction, that means the GEG, the whole community around the world. There are thousands of educators around the world who are using technology, and we learn from each other. So providing a platform for community interaction, so that you can interact with the other personalities, with the other educators. How, suppose if I am teaching something and I want to know how Mr. Tariq is using how he is using the Google Doc in his classroom, or how somebody is doing the Jamboard in his classroom, so that I also can do the same. So this is third, and that is the way how do we communicate to others. And then conduct professional learning, trainings and sessions for the education. So we time to time we will be you will be notified then when the next session is coming up with the the link and the timing. So you just have to, what you have to do, you have to be just set the reminder, and think that what is the need, what you are going to learn today. Think about that technology, how much it is, whether you know, or if you don't know, then how you are going to start. Somewhere it is possible that you don't know, and somebody doesn't know anything. So then how from the beginning you are going to start. So this is what conducting professional learning session for the education, and not only the technology. As GEG, the Google Education Group, or Google for Education, if we talk about, then it is not talk about only the technology, but also the child psychology and the today's the education system in the world. So these are our mission, which again I will say not completely separate. They are the part of the GEG mission. So yep, Tariq sir.
So I would request Imtiaz sir to call upon the stage Dr. Vishal Waria. Okay.
Yeah, so we have Mr. Vishal, Dr. Vishal Waria, and everybody know this face. So there is no need of any introduction that he is these are the pillars of GEG in India, I would say. So yes, they have started and inspired so many people in India to run the GEGs, to launch the new GEGs, to start the new GEGs, so that we are nothing but we are also the part of this community, and we are also along with it. Yeah, so so Dr. Vishal Waria, stage is yours.
Dr. Waria, will
Yes,
you
sir.
be sharing your screen?
Yeah. Okay. Let me share my screen then.
Okay, thank you.
Or you can share it directly. Doesn't matter. One presentation is fine.
Okay, actually I wanted to control the back
Okay.
stage.
Okay. I will share my screen.
I think Tariq sir and Imtiaz sir, you did a great job explaining our audience and new joiners what GEGs are. So it is very important to understand what the platform is about, why educators connect on this platform, what it is that they are going to learn from there. So
Yeah, because sometimes it become quite difficult to explain over the WhatsApp or over the chat that what is GEG and how it is. So this is a great point. And we have asked the people that be the part of this session, so that everybody get the answers of their questions.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I think sir is also not able to. Sir,
All right.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. So is my screen visible?
No, sir,
Hello?
not yet.
Yes, sir.
Uh, uh, Tariq
Tariq
sir,
sir,
is there any backstage
yeah,
issue?
You have to
Yes, sir.
add me my screen there.
Yep. Thank
You
you
have to
so much,
add my
Nair,
screen.
for
Tariq.
this. You will have to add the screen from the backstage.
Okay. Let me share that.
Yeah, that will be fine. Great.
You are sharing the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, so that's me, Dr. Vishal Varia. I'm the leader for GEG Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Thank you, Tariq sir and Imtiaz, for inviting me for this launch event. And I congratulate you both for launching GEG Lucknow. Yeah, and my topic for
Thank you,
discussion
sir.
today is what is a PLN. Can we move on to the next slide, please? Yeah. So PLN, as you would know, that it's a personal learning network or a professional learning network. You can always say that way. So a personal learning network means where you are connected with a group of same people from the same profession. So here we are talking about educators. So yeah, it's a personal learning network for the educators. So it's an online community. It's a global online community that allows you to tap into a broad wealth of knowledge and focus on what you consider most important to your learning. Now, there's a difference between PLN and a PLC. A PLC is a professional learning community, right? What we call a GG, you can still it as a community, but still it is a PLN and it is not a PLC because it's a PLC is a formal community, right? Like if you have, suppose if you're working with a CBSE board and CBSE board has created a community of teachers and you have to be a part of that community as a part of being working with CBSE board, that means it's a professional learning community. Right. So the PLN is something, it is voluntary. A teacher would voluntarily join into a PLN or someone would add you to a PLN. It's completely voluntary. It's not compulsory. But a PLC could be a part of compulsion that if you're teaching into CBSE curriculum or if you're a teacher with this particular school, then you are supposed to join this community. So it's one communities are formal and learning networks or personal learning networks are voluntary. You can have you can connect with multiple communities. You can connect with multiple personal learning networks. But a PLN is a place where you would, as an educator, will update yourself, learn new knowledge, learn new skills, and then use the same in your own workspace. So, can we have the next slide, please? Yeah. What is a PLN? Okay, it's an open collaboration without limits, an opportunity to share ideas, resources, a way to gain perspective in your practice, maintained on personal social media accounts like Facebook or Twitter, enhanced by following useful blogs, a way to share your knowledge with others. Yes, it's not only about learning, it's also about sharing and collaboration. It's created by individual teacher or administrator to meet personal goals. What is not a PLN? It's not a meeting place or it's not a series of workshop. It's not mandated by school officials. The result of attending a workshop, it is not like that. No, at times when you attend a particular workshop, you become automatically a part of that group. It's not like a PLN, right? Required professional development programming. So here again, you don't need to be a professional. You don't need to have some kind of qualifications, certifications to join a PLN. Maybe for PLC that could be a requirement, but for PLN it is not a requirement. And for many educators, the freedom that PLN offers is refreshing in a field in which professional learning is often measured by participation hours and isn't always easily done. Okay, fine. We can go on to the next slide, sir. Yeah. So here we can say why educators should build a PLN, right? Explore your own interests, needs, and passions. Connect when it suits to you, right? So just as we have got a WhatsApp group, or we are connected with this GEG Lucknow now, we are connected with GEG's Lucknow WhatsApp group, and you've got a particular doubt, you can just post it out at any point of time, and someone in the group will answer that particular query. So it's always advisable to be connected with the PLN. There can be light and shades. Okay, learn and connect in a way you enjoy Students need globally connected teachers. So these are the needs why you should be connected with a PLN. Why should be connected with a professional or a personal learning network. So next slide, sir. Yeah. So 10 reasons. 10 reasons. We start with one. Find great resources, lesson plans, and conferences. Share your resources. Follow amazing educators and their blogs. Get support when needed. Make international connections. Flatten your classroom walls. You mean just open the wall? There are no walls in the classroom now. Right? Collaborate globally with projects on different projects. Find round the clock inspiration. Learn the latest trends in education, and never run out of ideas for new things to try with your students. This is just not only just 10 reasons, there could be some other reasons as well, but these are just 10 important reasons why, as an educator, you must be joining a personal or professional learning network. So, Tariq sir, I think I've just justified the point of PLN, what a PLN is, why one should be joining a PLN, what is not a PLN, the difference between PLN and PLC. So here again,
Really
GG
a
will
great,
be a very good PLN, and we
a
wish all
great
the best to
Miss
educators.
insight on PLN. And I would tell all the educators that Dr. Vishal Waria is the one who introduced us what is GEG and how it works. He was at backstage everywhere when we needed him. So thank you, sir, for your time
That is the
and for
advantage of
all
being
the
in a
support
PLN.
that you have provided us.
Exactly.
You are really
Yes,
a good example of PLN that we speak about.
yes, Tariq, so this is exactly the advantage of being in a PLN. Yes. So all the
Yes.
educators just join into GEG Lucknow and you are there. We are there to support you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
So, over next, I would like to call upon Miss Reshma Honat. She is a lady who inspired us, who motivated us, who trained us to achieve all the required Google certification courses. She guided us, and when we got our level 1 and level 2 certification, then we were inspired to walk on her path. I would like to tell over here that she is joining us from California, and it's a very, very important day for her because it's 50th birthday of her husband. So I would wish Mr. Amit Vanap a very birthday, sir, a very, very happy birthday. Thank you, ma'am, that from your busy schedule, you gave us time. Though we know that it's 4:30 a.m. in the morning there, but again, as Vishal sir said, that what is a meaning of a strong PLN? You really inspire us and keep motivating us.
And
Over
not
to
only
you.
this, Tariq sir, not only this, actually, if you know, remember that this is the 1 year anniversary of GEG Pune as well. So very much congratulations to Ms. Reshma that she has successfully completed 1 year. And yes, again, as Tariq sir already mentioned, that she is the lady that, you know, these two pillars, I will always, you know, admire them, their skills, their leadership, their inspirations, that Mr. Dr. Vishal Waria and Ms. Reshma Honeb. So congratulations for completing 1 year, Reshma ma'am, and over to you.
Thank you so much, Tariq sir and Imtiaz sir. That was too much of praise. I don't deserve this much. And it is all because of PLN again. So I joined
Yep.
GEG's last year in Southern California when I was looking for all the support that I needed to continue my teaching remotely, as well as learning new technology to be bringing in my school in my classrooms. So exactly that was the time when I connected with GEGs around my area, and that is where I learned all this. So when I learned all of these things, we are all teachers, and we know that we are bound to, or we are made to share things with others. And being a teacher, I just kept thinking about all my fellow educators back in my country, that uh, they also need to know all these things, wonderful things that I have been learning. I really wanted to share with it. And I started with GEG Pune. So GEG Pune from India. So connecting with such amazing educators. Tariq sir and Imtiaz sir are themselves very dedicated. They have been very consistent with their learnings, and they have been following all these amazing educators and coming up with great ideas about how they can contribute to this community. So it is all your hard work, both of you. We are only there to support. And thank you so much for wishing my husband 50th birthday, which is a great day for me. Yes, it is an all our family. So, but I'm very happy to join you here. Another thank you. So, a lot of good things today. It is the first anniversary of GEG Pune. So, it was exactly 1 year back that I launched it with the support of Dr. Varia. So we have all never met each other, but it is a great platform to learn. You see Jessica, you see Nathan here. So I have learned a lot from everyone. So thank you so much. And Tariq sir and Imtiaz sir wanted me to talk about uh, technology in education and how educators can get Google certified. What are Google certifications? So Tariq sir, can we move on to the next slide?
Yeah, ma'am.
So now we all have learned in the past 1 year that technology has been a great support in our learning and teaching. So if we have to accomplish all the 4 C's in education, that is creativity, critical thinking, communication, and collaboration, we as teachers are really required to now learn all these new Google tools, which is going to help us in our classrooms. In return, they're going to help our students not just become the creator, not just become the consumer of whatever we are teaching, but they themselves starts creating uh, new things, and they come up with great ideas. So Google for Education has come up with amazing certifications which are valid internationally, that are called as Google Certified Educator certifications. So as you start learning about Google tools, as you start utilizing them in your classrooms, there is a way for you to go ahead and give a 3-hour exam, which is called as Google Certified Educator Level 1, to validate your proficiency in using all the Google tools. Now, the resources are free online. Uh, you can go to Google for Education website. I will put up the link in the chat as well. It's a 3-hour exam. It is a proctored exam. And then once you learn all these tools, you can give the exam. And when you pass, you get this beautiful badge that says Google Certified Educator Level 1. Now, more than the badge, you learn so many new things that you might not have ever seen that can be done in your classroom within education using all of these tools. Now, as you start using them, as you continue using them, you explore new ways of using just basic Google Slides, if we talk about, not just the presentation, but use them as create your own adventure stories. You integrate it with other Google tools like Google Sites. You start using them in your classroom, and you become a super user of Google for Education tools. So at that point, you have a chance to again prepare for the next level exam, that is called as Google Certified Educator Level 2, which is again a 3-hour exam. It is both these examinations are, your badges are valid for 3 years. And within those 3 years, just keep yourself updated with all the new things, the cool things that Google is doing with all of these tools, and continue your journey learning and utilizing all these tools. So those are the 2 things that I wanted to talk about. So with these Google certifications, you get recognition. So you prove to your group, your educators, your school, that you are different. You distinguish yourself as more technically sound educator. You also demonstrate your proficiency, as well as you make a bigger impact. Now, this is a bigger picture of after being certified. So I have even seen teachers who have never ever used Google tools, and they start going through these courses online. They are self-paced courses. We are there to support you at any point when you need help with understanding tools, learning them. We do a lot of boot camps. I'm sure Tariq sir and Imtiaz sir have great plans to help you learn all these tools. And after you do these two, then the next step comes in, and that is a wonderful place there where you meet more educators. So that is all from me. I think Jessica is going to talk to us about the exciting programs that we have.
Thank
Good
you, ma'am.
morning.
Before moving ahead, I would like to welcome Dr. Narjeet Kaur. Dr. Narjeet Kaur, a very warm welcome.
Thank you so much, and many congratulations to both of you all. You both are amazing, doing amazing work in the community and for the community. Many congratulations.
Thank you.
Hello,
Thank you.
Nathan.
Okay, so dear educators, let's move ahead. Imtiaz sir, over to you.
Yes. So we have among us Miss Jessica Reed, and we have already introduced her. She is Google for Education trainer, Google Innovator, NYC 19. That means 19 batch, 2019 batch, Nearpod pioneer, author, presenter. So she is going to tell us about little bit what is certified trainer course, what are the steps to qualify and to get the trainer badge and trainer certification. So Ms. Jessica, over to you.
Good morning. It's good morning for me because it's 6:30. It's 6:30 my time. Yes, if you want to go ahead and go to the next slide. I am a FINA trainer. I think this is my 3rd year. I think I have to recertify soon.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I have. Do I have control of my slide? Because I don't.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so the trainer is kind of like, I guess, the cream of the crop when you're looking at your certifications. And so what you have to do is you do have to take a trainer course, and all of this is available on the Google for Education website. And you can prep as if you were level 1 and level 2. If you were past level 1 and level 2, you know what you're doing. And I guarantee you're already showing everyone, hey, this really cool trick. You know what you're doing. You do have to take a trainer skills assessment, and it's just like the level 1 and level 2, except it's a little harder, and it kind of asks you how would you present these things to other people. You do have to apply for level 1 and level 2. You already have to have those badges. The hardest part is filming a trainer video because you only have so much, like, a 3 to 4 minute span of time. And in that, you have to talk about how being a trainer would help you, or a situation that you've actually done in your classroom with people. And that was probably the hardest to me, was to fit everything within, 2 to 3 minutes. And then you
Obviously,
apply.
Jessica,
Yes.
if I remember, then after passing level 1 and level 2, when we prepared for trainer skill assessment, though it was tough, but the toughest part, as you mentioned, is filming a trainer video of 3 minutes, where for 1 minute you talk about yourself, who you are, how you are googly, and for the past 2 minutes you talk about how you use any of Google tools in your learning, and in that last 1 minute you teach the educators that how they can use the same tools in their teaching and learning process. So obviously this is the toughest part, means 3 minutes. In that 3 minutes you have to speak a lot, and means it's tough. Yeah.
And
Oh,
out
yes.
of these
And
3 minutes, the first minute is, that means that 1 minute. That 1 minute takes 3 days to record the video.
and
Yes, of
and for
course,
a
it's not that
for
much
a
easy.
for a talkative educator like me, this 3 minutes window was very tough. Very, very tough.
Yeah. Choices of words.
Yeah, choice of words actually.
It is. It's pretty hard, especially when you're trying to show something in a minute that typically when you're introducing to your fellow, like your other teachers, you take, 20 to 30 minutes to show a skill because you want to see them apply it as well. So, but once you apply, I think it's like 4 to 6 weeks before you hear back. And when you hear back, you do get this really fun email that's all like shooting fireworks. And it shows you, hey, congratulations, welcome. So, and then the whole community has just been fantastic.
We too are finger crossed, hoping for the trainer certificate.
Let's see. let's see. We are ready to get the failure. No issue. We'll try again.
You will surely get it, sir. You deserve it.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir, for your wishes. Hope it will be fine.
Thank you, Jessica, for your insight that how the educators can go for this trainer certification. Moving ahead, I would like to hand over to Imtiaz. Mr. Imtiaz, over to you.
Yeah. Thank you, Tariq sir. And now, which is going to be, you have heard about the trainer, and then after the two more steps which you are going to get, and that you are going to know, you are going to get the information about, and that is, innovator and being the coach. So it is for this to present this and to inform you about this all the steps. We have Mr. Nathan Gidart, and he is founder and leader GEG Nagoya, Japan. He is the educators. He is a DP history and MYP teacher, and he is going to introduce all these steps, and we are also waiting for these steps. So, Mr. Nathan, please, over to you.
Wonderful, thank you, and I'm really happy to be here too. It's really cool seeing all of these GEGs. GEG is exploding in India, especially in the last year. So it's very cool to be invited here. So thank you, and being back together with some of my old friends, right, like Dr. Narjeet and Dr. Varya. We've got Reshma. It's just really cool. Would it be okay if I shared my screen? Because I want to go into a couple of websites to kind of guide people, and that'll be a little bit quicker. And as we do that, I'm just going to kind of click share my screen here. And I'm going to go with the entire screen. I don't have any audio really I'm going to show. And if you could just click, allow me to share that screen there. You should see my thumbnail pop up beside me. So in the backstage there, beside my thumbnail, you'd be able to mouse over, where it says, Nate's kind of faded a little bit. And that'll green.
Yeah. Tariq sir, you need to add, yeah.
Yeah, you got to just, okay, there we go, I think, right? I'm in, good, thank you. So let me add too to this googly, kind of conversation we're talking about. Ooh, let me put this down here so I can click present here. Being googly is a mindset, everybody. It's just really, if you're a passionate teacher and you want to share and you want to, inspire other people and be inspired and that kind of thing, that's what it really means to be googly. I'm going to address that video thing in just a moment. So you've had that introduction about me. Please find me on Twitter at Nathan Gildart, because I love reaching out and connecting with other people. But very quickly, all right, so the Innovator Program, it's like a Google Teacher Academy. I joined the Innovator Program in 2013, so that was 8 years ago when it was called the Google Teacher Academy. But they've changed and evolved, and it's even better than it was then. You do need to be level 1, level 2 certified before you apply, so make sure you do those. Now, the next Innovator Academy is actually, the deadline to apply is September 17th. So if you have or think you can get level 2, now you need level 1 and 2 before you can apply, but you still have time. It does take time to put your application together. I do recommend that you take time filling out the application, and this is why. Here's the process. It is a community of people that have fairly advanced Google skills. Now, if you just got level 2, you've got the skills, you're good. But a lot of people apply and applicants are selected. So, as we heard a moment ago, if you don't get in the first time, that's okay. Many people don't. Keep trying, keep applying, keep your idea and refine it. What you'll be doing is coming up with a project that is focused on users. Who are users? That's probably the teachers at your school or the students at your school or the whole community. But, kind of a local project. Some innovator projects are more global in nature, but most of them are actually very local. And when you finish the program, you do get certification. And then you continue developing the project as you go. This year, VIA 21, the Virtual Innovator Academy, it's special. It's only happening in Asia Pacific. And on the right side of the screen, you can see the countries that, if you live in one of those countries, it doesn't matter where you're from. If you live there, you can apply. So this is a special APAC edition, and our friends at Google in Australia managed to put this together for us. So what happens is 3 hours a week, you're going to be, for 8 weeks, you'll be working on a project idea. And your project is based on some kind of problem that you discover. You don't say, oh, there's a problem, I'm going to deal with it. What you do is interview people and you talk to people in your community, and then you kind of think, okay, what is a need in this community? And you come up with a project. And then after you're accepted to the academy, then the Innovator Academy, you do this 8-week program. It's about 3 hours a week. They are live sessions. The timing has been determined, but okay, I think I'm at a time here perhaps, or... So again, it's a local education issue. You're there to help other people. It's great for your professional learning network that Dr. Varya mentioned to you. And it's all about problem solving, but not a problem you create, but a problem that other people tell you exists. A great opportunity to build your leadership skills and to grow. Now, I very quickly want to show you where all this magic happens. Here is the Google site for certifications. Here is level 1 and 2. Earlier, you heard about how to become level 1 and level 2. Click on this and they have the units that you study. Now, the trainer program, innovator program, and coach program, they are all programs. So here is the innovator program, and this is where you'll get all the information that you need, okay? I'm not going to go through these, but if you click on these links, there are plenty of places for you to find that information, okay? And now, you've got to create a 90-second video, and it's really hard. So create your video, do a draft, show other people, get them to give you feedback, and then make changes to it. That's what I did. I talk a lot, and it was hard for me to make a 90-second video. I'm going to post after this a little bit some sample videos from the last virtual academy, and I'll post a link to the information where you can apply. Now, the coaching program, this was only one slide here, very short. To become a coach, it's more for people that spend a lot of time working one-on-one with teachers, or the coach and a group of 5 or 10 people. But you do have to commit to 100 hours of coaching in a full year. You need to be level 1 and 2, but you don't have to be a trainer or an innovator to do that, right? So once you get level 2, you can apply to be a coach and then do the trainer, then do the innovator. And the coaching information you're going to find at this website. If you come down here, you will notice that the steps, you can do the curriculum first, then the assessment for being a coach, then you can get level 1 and 2. So you don't have to do level 1 and 2 first. I feel that you should. Then you create your portfolio. So good luck to all of you. Reach out to us on Twitter. I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. We're really here to help you out. So if you have questions, throw them in the chat. I've got a separate, I'm posting the comments, so I'll put a few links in there for you, but we are here to help you. And thank you very much for having me, and happy Teachers Day to everybody in India.
That's great, Nathan. And yes, glad to learn about the Innovator Academy. And yes, we are eyeing to it. So GEG APAC has got an opportunity, and I think we are into it. So we are just crossing our fingers if they are accepted for that or not. Thanks for the information.
Nathan, since you were talking about GEG APAC, do you think Gary would be joining us soon, or we would love to hear?
Yes, okay. If you don't mind hearing my voice for about 2 or 3 more minutes, I'll tell you about
that would be great. That would be great.
Yes, I was wondering if you came in or not. Okay, I'm going to share my screen again. And so for people watching, all of the people here on the screen are Google Educator Group leaders in this really cool community called Google Educator Group APAC Connect. Can you see my screen there? I've already come to the website.
Tariq sir, I think you will have to add Nathan's screen back on stage. Because Nathan, we are connected to all the APAC region educators, so I think they really need to know what GEG APAC is and how amazing the group is.
Yep, no, happy. One of our GEG mentors here in APAC, Gary Garcia in the Philippines, lovely guy. He can't be here today, but he was going to tell you about this. But anybody in this room really can tell you about GEGs. But essentially, Google Educator Group leaders meet once a month to plan events and share ideas. and help each other grow as leaders. But also, we have events 2 times a year where we have other GEG members, not just leaders, but a number of people that put on, the GEG leaders put time into creating events, but we have people that just want to share a good idea. More often it's about Google tools, but not always about Google tools. And it's also a bit about pedagogy and education today. In Japan, we've had female GEG leaders talking about women in STEM education and educational technology and engineering. We've had people talking about differentiation in learning. So it can really be anything, though our main focus obviously is educational technology. But we're going to update this soon. But we had our most recent event in, let me just click right here. In June, and we had people with we had 12 different languages. We had, hundreds of presenters, something like, over 200 presenters, and we had around 200. And we just had people sharing ideas for 3 days. Now what we're trying to plan is from October, having once a month, one theme, one small event, plus our 2 big events every year. But essentially, and we'll post this, or somebody can post this in YouTube in the comments. Basically, it's Google educator groups from all over Asia Pacific. This is the old map. We're working on the new one right now. We have so many new GEGs coming up that we've got to update our map here. But basically, you could go to this map as it is for now and kind of click on the map and look at the different GEGs that exist. If you wait a little bit longer, we're going to have more images and things like that. But basically, Google Educator Groups is a community of people in Asia Pacific that share ideas. We have planned events where we take that the 4 pillars of Google Educator groups, and we try to live that. We try to actually do it. So we do have monthly meetings for leaders. If you want to launch a Google Educator group, please talk to your people in India or wherever you live in the world. And, again, reach out to us and come to our website and kind of see the events that we're putting on. And when we do a call for presenters, please, even if you've never presented before, we give you guidance on how to stream live from YouTube like you're seeing now. We give you advice on how to give a good presentation and create a good slide deck and pro tips and things like that. We're here to help you we're here to help you share your great ideas. And we always want to hear your great ideas because that helps us get better as leaders too. So please check out GEG Asia Pacific Connect, see the different people that are improving education around Asia. So I think I'm talking a little bit too much. That's just really brief. And we'll post that in the comments. So anyway, Gary, wish you were here.
Thank you so much, Nate. And you have given a wonderful, all the required information, and not only for our participant, but even for us about the GEG APEC. So all the information. Thank you so much once again. Mr. Tariq. So we are moving ahead to the next, and over to you.
So Tariq sir and Imtiaz sir, I just need to say that I need to attend another session, one more.
Yeah, sir. No problem, sir. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. You are absolutely. Thank you,
Thank you, sir, for being a part.
Yeah, will always be. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, dear educators, we are moving ahead. Now we are going to introduce Dr. Najit, ma'am. Will you be sharing your screen or should I share? You are muted. You are on mute.
You share, sir. I will take only 2 minutes since I also have to jump into the school celebrations, which are going to start at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, this is a very special occasion for all the educators.
And let me take this opportunity to wish everybody, every educator in India, a very, very happy Teachers' Day. A huge shout out to each one of you. We've been doing an amazing job. I mean, the kind of situation that we were in and the kind of things that were happening, I think we came out of that victorious. So, as I said in my tweet today also, not all heroes wear capes, some teach also. So, we are those.
So, dear educators, we have a very impactful mentor with us, Dr. Narjeet Kaur, Google certified trainer, founder and leader of GEG Punjab and Amritsar. She is one of the most impactful lady in India who is empowering educators not only in India but around the globe. Her sessions really empower our educators. She is ready to help whenever our educator need them. So, Dr. Narjeet, over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, and thank you so much. And I'm going to talk about some, Google Workspace for Education, and I'm going to quickly see the theme for our today's Teachers' Day in India is 21st century skills, which we are going to talk about now. Something which is really, really the need of the hour, the talk of the hour as well. So, Google Workspace for Education is just a set of Google tools and services that are for schools and something that they can collaborate, streamline instruction, and keep learning safe. Right? It is available in many editions. There are few free editions as well. So people, if you haven't applied as yet, Google Workspace for Fundamental Education Fundamentals is free to apply. There are a few. There is a set of criteria that you have to meet. You have to be a K-12 school or something like that. If you can check it out, please go and check it out and see. There are amazing tools for you to be used, and the schools can use that all for free. Okay, free sounds really good. So to this this workspace for education, it is a suite of tools that I always think increases the four C's, the skills of critical thinking, communication, collaboration, and creativity. Most important, creativity. So critical thinking outside the box, solving problems, doing solving puzzles, similar activities. Most important, walking through problems. All right, so that it becomes easier for us to verify the accurate information, because this is the skill which is very, very important in 21st century. It is now, it is more than ever harder to verify this accurate information. So this thinking not only empowers students to discover the truth in assertions, but also they learn a set of facts. They don't only learn a set of facts and figures, actually they learn to discover things on their own. They ask questions, they get engaged, they engage people around them, and that is really, really very important for our educators, because this skill is going to prepare them for life of independence, of purposeful thought, right? And then we have creativity. you know I have seen educators treating creativity as they have it or they have it not. That's not true. At least for me, that's not true. You can teach students to be creative, to learn to be creative by solving problems, by creating systems, by giving them something to try which they haven't done before, which they haven't tried before, right? And many a time, especially in India, we think that creators are only, somebody who's creative has to be an artist or a writer. That's not true. A person who is able to look at a problem from multiple perspectives and then come out with a beautiful solution is creative enough, right? So not only are they getting creative when you encourage them, they also encourage the people around them. That is contagious. It is infectious. Creativity, I believe, is very infectious. It allows students to embrace their inner strengths and also plan meticulously for organization and many such things that are required in life. Then we have collaboration, working together for achieving a common goal, reaching a common place. It is important because whether students realize it or not, probably all of us, like we are working with each other right now, our students also have to work with other people for the rest of their lives. Virtually all the jobs, every job will require will require you to work with another person at some point of your life or another, and be it even if it is catching some simple lunch with your friends or going for a cup of coffee, you are going to require somebody to work with, to collaborate with. So practicing collaboration and teamwork, it helps students understand how to address a problem or how to pitch solutions, and best to decide the best course of action. And when you are into critical thinking, when children are getting creative, communication is something that they are getting involved with, and that is something that I feel has been taken for granted in today's society. After all, you know If you say something, you are conveying an idea. And in the age of text-based communication, see emails and social medias, etc., it has never been more important for the students to learn how to convey their thoughts in a way that others can understand them, right? Students must know a way to communicate, not only to impose, but to propose and to get accepted, to accept the thoughts of others as well. So these tools are free, they are ad free, they're reliable, they are secure, they're already, they are already used by millions of students in the schools around the world. And so you also can go on and try it. They are amazing tools. They have been a huge help to all of us in the pandemic and in last 1.5 years that we are having teaching learning online. And I really have fallen in love with all these tools, be it classroom or drive or docs, sheets, forms, slides, drawing, Gmail, calendar, meet, sites, groups, Chrome, YouTube, blogger, whatever it is. And they are really going to make your life easier and make your classrooms more interactive and save you a lot of time. So go on, try it. It's a sea of information. Take a dive and let's see what you come out with. And you're going to come out
Thank
with a
you.
lot of useful information for sure.
Thank you so much, Narjeet ma'am. You have given a wonderful explanation about the Google Workspace, and that is what we all are, collaboratively working for, the just to empower the knowledge. What is Google Workspace and how we are going to use the technology. So that's a wonderful insight, and that's for sure that creativity is something that we are trying to foster to our kids, to make them a lifelong learner, not only just to learn the syllabuses. So, yep. Thank you so much. So, Mr. Tariq, I think we are about to end this session, as we are not going to have any activity today. One of our guests, she unfortunately couldn't join us. So, thank you. I think Tariq sir, please.
So I would request Reshma ma'am to take the privilege to end the session by her words. Reshma ma'am, over to you.
Oh my God. Okay. So that was a wonderful session, Imtiaz sir and Tariq sir, and everybody who is a part of GEG Lucknow community, as well as others, those who would like to join. Remember, these are amazing educators. They have a lot to share, a lot to learn, and make sure that you join GEG Lucknow, join GEG APAC to learn more from educators from around the Asia Pacific region. So we learn a lot from different countries, how their pedagogies, how their teaching methodologies. So just like I learned from a couple of educators yesterday about puzzle party at Google Arts and Culture. So I learned it from Twitter that the teachers used it. I tried it myself, and I used it in my GEG session. And I believe Tariq sir was there, and everybody enjoyed it. So there
Yeah.
is a lot to learn. So do join, and all the best to Tariq sir and Imtiaz sir for their coming days.
Yeah, that there
And
is a lot to come. There is a lot to come on the way, and we are just organizing some sessions over all the tools, maybe. So, yep, for sure. Thank you so much, everybody. We are extending our heartiest thanks to all of you to joining us for to make this session more successful. Yeah.
So thank you, dear attendees, dear educators joining us from various parts of the country and around the world, and at most our eminent speakers. Dear speakers, we know it was really challenging to join from various parts of the world, having various conditions. As I know very well that Nathan, you have lots of work today. Reshma ma'am, she has most auspicious day in her life. So thanks a lot for giving this opportunity to join with us on this auspicious event for GEG Lucknow.
Yep. So see you soon. See you soon somewhere, somehow, on some other platform, maybe. Till the time.
Congratulations.
Bye.
Okay,
Thank you.
bye-bye.
bye.